Jack, from your point of view, let's just talk about, so the average person, I don't want to call them average, but the entrepreneur listening to this at home who hasn't got a lot of time, what are 5 top tips they can implement today as a Jaclism or JacFit analogy? Like, can you give us 5 tips that they can get started with today just to start themselves on their fitness journey?
Right. Well, number one, I would, if I may, I have a whiteboard in my office. It's behind you actually, and I'm looking at it as I'm speaking to you. I have a vision board, okay? So if I have a goal for say 2024 that's fastly approaching, I'm going to, in red, put the goals that I have that are very imminent or the ones that I really want to touch on. I have the ones in blue where I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to them at certain points of the year, but I mean, I'll get there when I get there. And then there's the ones in, that's orange. It's supposed to be green, but I don't know where my orange marker was. The ones in green here are the ones that I'm like, you know what? They might be longer term goals, but they are goals. Now, why I do that? In a place where I know I'm going to be concentrated. So put it in a room where you know that you get the most solitude or a way of really, just connecting with yourself and you're most productive. Okay. So an office, a den, maybe it's in your gym, wherever your gym's located in your room, your house. So manifesting and putting things on a vision board is a great way to start any kind of goal. But what I'm going to say is put time aside. Create boundaries that work for you so that you can be consistent with a regime. Water is always going to be the best fluid that you should intake, hands down, no matter what, don't care. And be realistic with what you're, right? Hey, be realistic with being realistic with your goals and where you're at. So yes, I'm sure you would like to maybe, from a gentleman out there, maybe you want to bench press X amount of weight in 3 months. But that doesn't mean that that's a goal. It doesn't mean that you have to do that. What it means is be consistent with working at it, because eventually you'll get there. So have a plan. And if you don't have the knowledge base of how to get in shape, get a coach, get a life coach. Or maybe, you know what I used to do back in the day before we had social media, Instagram, and all those things? Yes. I used to ask the biggest dude in the gym what that exercise was for and why he was doing it. Of course they did. Yes. My brothers were never gym rats. So I had to ask whoever. You have to make it very clear though that that's what you're asking for and it's not a pickup line, So you have to make sure that you're going into the intention of that. So otherwise you're gonna be asking for your number after, and that's not what that's all about. But yeah, so researching, getting yourself a resource that's reliable so that you can safely enter into a program where you are going to be successful and you don't put yourself in a position to get injured. But above all of that, you have to be realistic and it has to be a self-loving journey. Don't do it for anyone else. Don't think that the 15 pounds you want to lose is going to get that ex-boyfriend back or that ex-girlfriend back. It has to be about for you, right? At the end of the day.